Guys, welcome back. So we finally made it to the wood yard. Okay.
I didn't know you were starting.
All right, guys. Guys, we made it to the wood yard with Mike from KNL Firewood. We were pretty close to him, so we decided to come over here for the day, and we're gonna use some cool tools, do some cutting, do some splitting, and he might become a husky guy by the end of the day, and maybe we'll be getting some steel saws. It's a possibility. So here's what we're using. We've got all the saws lined up here. Mike's got a sweet 500i for us to try. We're pretty excited to try that one, right, Quinn?
Yep.
And then he's got a 400, an Echo, an MS391, and then we brought all the Husqvarna saws out. And these saws, they're gonna make Mike a believer. He's gonna have a 592 ordered.
I don't know, man. We'll run it and see. I'll give you my opinion.
He's probably just gonna get a 661, but it's okay. So he's got the EASTONMADE axis splitter. We're gonna try that out, and we brought the 1222. We'll be doing a video with that and probably comparing these two and seeing which one will make quicker wood faster and make some better wood. And he's got the tractor out. Hopefully that makes life easier on us. We can hold the logs up and cut them that way. But yeah, we're pretty excited to do some cutting with him. So this will probably be a few part series. So here we go.
All right, what are your thoughts?
Okay, I don't know. People say these things have no torque. And what is that? That's ash?
Yeah.
Ash does cut good. It seems like you can load it up pretty good and it chews.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna cut one with this, and I just want to.
That saw there is nasty.
I want the initial comparison. You got the 500i there, bud? What do you think about it?
Right.
I think it's light. on this one too, the on off.
Yeah, the button.
Yeah, it's nice and simple. I like that because that's one thing I like about the Husqvarna.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I like it. I really do.
It's light.
It's extremely light compared to that 592 or 72 even.
You know, maybe if Steel would have had saws in stock in like January, that is the saw we went to go get, a 500i.
Yeah.
We went to our local dealer to get a 500i and said, oh yeah, I won't have one until June, and we'll kind of need them now. So yeah, if Steel would have had them, maybe that's what we would have had. But the 92 still rips. I'll respect the Steel. You got to give it what it deserves.
I will respect the Husqvarna because that thing is nasty. That hype is real. Okay, so we step on this way just a little bit. So we ran both saws. Well, we ran a bunch of saws, but we ran the Husky 592. That thing is nasty. Go to your dealership and get you one of those. That thing is the real deal. And we had a chance to compare them against the 500. Now we were talking that price-wise they're pretty comparable, but CC-wise there's really not a comparison. It eats.
This is a 79.
That's a 79 cc saw.
That's a 93.
It's a 93 cc, yeah. Almost 20 cc's bigger.
So MSRP to MSRP, this was 1519.
Yeah, it was 1500 something. Yeah.
And that MSRP is 1369 or 1349, somewhere right in there.
Yeah. Is this fuel injected?
Yes, fuel injected auto tune.
Okay, so same there.
Yeah, and I will say that one for Husqvarna saw is the best Husqvarna saw I've ever had as far as starting. My 572s, they start okay at best. I don't know if it's something with the tuning that the dealer needs to update. They'll start every time, but they're not like one starter. That one, you don't have to use any gas, one start. It starts awesome.
Okay. All right.
They said that one has some kind of new auto tune 2.0 or something like that to help aid with starting. I assume because it's 93 cc's, it definitely pulls like it's a big saw.
Do you have to hit the compression button?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure if it helps much because it still pulls heavy, but yeah. So I ran the 500i. I've never run one of these before. It seems like 500i people are either on one side of the fence or the other. They either love this saw and they'll swear by it, or they're like, I want a 661. It's one or the other. I'll say though, I like this saw. This thing is so light compared to my Husqvarna saws, which I don't know, maybe a half pound. It just feels lighter in your hand. Maybe it's because it's the new shiny tool.
Yeah, maybe.
But it feels light. I like the controls on this compared to the other ones, the other Steels that are flipped. It's just a nice button. It's just simple. That's one reason I like Husqvarna. They just have the one button.
Yeah, sure. I like that. But simple is good.
Yeah, but comparing them, that 592 absolutely shreds. Yeah. It's good. And this thing cuts really well too. This one cuts.
It's heavy.
Yeah,
that one?
Very heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. This one cuts really well. It feels like it actually has pretty good torque. I mean, we're cutting ash, so ash does cut really easy, but it flies through it. I mean, comparing this to the 72 or the other saws, I mean, it cuts even better, even though it is easy wood.
Do you think do you think that cuts better than your 572?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Quinn, do you think so?
I would have to say so.
But I mean, the price isn't comparable either. I mean, the 572 is $500 cheaper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got Quentin behind the camera. Quentin, give us your thoughts.
Yeah.
I think after cutting with the 500i.
Okay, and we'll cut this part. This is all like short-term review, because Mike's only run this 592 for a few cuts.
5 seconds.
Yeah, and he might get it out in the woods, and he's like, dude, this is just too heavy for me. I don't like this. So these are all kind of short-term impressions. I'll say that. But sorry for the interruption.
Oh, you're good. The 500i, the noticeable thing was it was way lighter than our saws. At least it feels like. It may only actually be a half pound like you said or whatever, but just the comfort wise of it and where your placement is and everything, it's a good feeling saw in your hands. It cuts good. There's plenty of power there in my opinion. I mean, I think it rips through that like it's nothing. Granted, like you said, it is ash cuts good, but right. I feel like how quickly it ripped through this, it'd go through everything else just as good.
Yeah.
Compared to the 592 though, I don't think it's comparison because it's basically 20 cc's less, so
it's really not.
It's hard to compare that, but I would be interested in seeing a bigger steel saw and then compare it to 592 for sure.
The 661 is just as heavy as the 592, so.
And is it 90?
Yeah, I think it's 90.
cc? Okay,
and so that one's like 7.6 horsepower and the steel is 7.3. So they're right there.
They're almost identical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun times.
It-
Oh yeah, you didn't know what man glitter was. Remember? Man glitter, baby.
You call that man glitter? He told me man glitter the other day, and I was like, that kind of sounds dirty, Mike. He explained what it was. So Mike laid us out a bunch of good ash logs here. Mike, I like your ash.
Thanks, man. That's what she said.
Yeah, you've got a lot of nice ash here. But he gave me this cool firewood pro-sizer tool. He said I can take it home with me. But I just used a little 545 to mark it out. And Quinn here is getting all suited up, and he's going to shred this stuff up in about, what do you think this takes, about 10 seconds?
Probably, yeah.
Maybe
9.
9.
Just rip right through it.
Yeah, but we got to shred some wood here for the EASTONMADE, and then we use these splitters. So already having so much fun with our new friend Mike, and we haven't even got to use the splitters yet. Exciting things. I'd go up on the wedge, because right now you're only going to hit the bottom too. That looks good right there, Mike. All right, guys, so we got a lot of wood split through. We're using the 6-way wedge. Some of the stuff is bigger, so I think we're gonna put on the box wedge and see how it does. We've never run the box wedge yet, so we've had the splitter in a couple months. We've never run it, so Mike said, hey, bring the box wedge. We've got to use the box wedge. So we're doing what Mike wants. So he's gonna put his forks on the tractor and scoop this guy out of here and throw the box wedge on her.
Today is Mike's day.
Today's all about Mike. We're doing what Mike wants. Tractor man Mike's gonna scoop this guy out of the bed. Tilt him down, Mike. You watch Quentin, he'll talk to you. My tailgate can't take any more beating. It's already pretty smoked. So. You're good. Box wedge on here, and we've never used this. It's kind of a pain to put on, that maybe we've never used it, but in theory you should be able to put big rounds in this thing. It pushes it through, it cuts it halfway here, splits it through 5 ways, and then it pulls it back, drops it down, and it's just a cycle. So if you had some real big nasty rounds like some of the stuff Mike's got over there, I think he's been saving it for us because he didn't want to do it with the access. Yeah, you got some big stuff like that, it just goes over and over and over again. And I know this is the smallest EASTONMADE that will run a box wedge, right, Mike? I don't think 9/16s do or 5/11s do.
I think you can nowadays.
You can?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I know the 12-22 and the 22-28 are kind of the box wedge prime unit, especially the 22-28.
Yeah.
You really want.
Yeah. Look that up. I'm not
yeah,
for
look
sure,
it up.
but...
We're not spec guys, okay?
Yeah.
I know chainsaws, and that's about it. I don't even know chainsaws.
You know Husky chainsaws.
Yeah. So we're gonna run this and see how it does, and it'll be our first time as well as Mike's first time too. So
yeah, and Quentin was pretty excited about
I've been itching to use this one.
Yeah, so we're
everything we've been running lately though has all been small wood, so we have no use to put this on.
Yeah.
So, but it'd be cool to get some big wood because there's so much wood in those big rounds, and nobody really wants to handle those. So between combined with this log lift and this box wedge, it really makes easy work of
big heavy wood.
The big heavy wood.
Well, let's hope so.
I hope, yeah. I mean, back in the day, if you had, you know, county line or some box store, nobody wants to mess with those big ones. They're super heavy to get up on here, and then they split, fall off either ways, and you just over and over.
Well, even with that 6-way,
even the 6-way,
we were having to resplit quite a bit.
The 6-way seems like it's a 14-16. It makes perfect pieces. Anything else, you're gonna have to resplit it. So.
Yeah, every size splitter, I think, or wedge, has kind of a sweet spot.
Yeah.
And if you get outside of that range, it's just...
Yeah. So we're gonna run this one, and then we'll probably throw the 4-way on too and run some big stuff through it and see if it's easier to resplit with a 4-way, like split it in 4 big pieces, then shove it through another 4-way and see if that's easier than the 6, because we've kind of ran into that too, or maybe that's the way to go rather than the 6. So
okay,
here we go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Fire this gal up. Fire me up, Robert.